Rugby jersey of the week, Barbarians Replica by Gilbert. So I think the Barbarians is a highly underutilised asset in rugby union at the moment. I think it's something that could be unique about rugby, and I would love to see, the top name stars from the All Blacks, the Springboks, from Ireland, from France, all brought together for one team to take on somebody, it doesn't really matter who, and put on a proper exhibition. I even think that maybe the Barbarians might be better at being the Lions than the Lions are at the moment, but it's one for another day. So I think this is my only top that is manufactured by Gilbert, who are better known for producing the rugby balls. Something straight away that grabs you about this jersey is the sheer size of the Barbarians logo over here, which I quite like. It's unique. It's all completely stitched. Everything on this is stitched. As you can see, there's no sponsor. I don't really know exactly what season this is from, unfortunately. And you can see on the back, there's just nothing. But I love a hoop, and you can't really go wrong with just black and white hoops. There isn't much to mess up there. What I'm not so sure about is the design on the shoulders. So as you can see, it's got the piping that goes around here and it goes down here, and then the shoulders are just completely blank. So what it ends up looking like is it's like you've got a picture of a shirt on your shirt. Can you see what I mean? It's like a black t-shirt with a Barbarians kind of design on the front of it. Now that's probably to save costs, to be honest, without having to go to all the materials. As in terms of materials, it is that kind of cougar style one with holes in. Can you see? Can't see very well, but it's got holes in there. So that leads me to suspect that this is from at least 15 years ago. The other thing about the shoulder design is it makes it look like you've got quite slopey shoulders. I much prefer the kind of Adidas design where it's much more out like that and you've got the stripes on the shoulders. That makes you look a bit more hench, a bit more square shouldered. This makes you look a bit more sleek, a little bit, dare I say, a bit more feminine, which some people may like, others may not. Personally, it's not what I would choose. This is a medium. Now, I would say that I think it's a touch on the small side for a medium. I wouldn't mind it being a bit longer, and it does feel snug even on my very skinny frame. Just in case you weren't sure, it is not a long sleeve. I've got an undershirt underneath. The head opening as well is quite small. You definitely need to undo all of the buttons in order to get it on and off, and even then you might snag your nose still on one of the buttons. But at least Thistle likes this jersey because, as you can see, it's the same colour as him. As always though, that's just one person and Kat's opinion. Let me know what you think of this jersey in the replies down below, and I'll see you in next week's episode. Cheers.